The first step to running an MRP, Material Requirements Planning, report is to open Cetec ERP and click Purchasing. Click MRP. Click MRP, Buy. MRP, Buy, searches for both internal and external vendors. It excludes BOMs. You can also run an MRP, Build, report. Click MRP, Build. On MRP, Build, Cetec searches for internal vendors only and BOMs only. Another way to run an MRP, Buy, or MRP, Build, search is to click here or here. Or, if you'd like to see both purchasing-related data and work order, job-related data, you can do an MRP, All, run by clicking here. And then here. The header has useful information. For example, you may want to know, when was the last time I ran MRP? Check this first timestamp at the top of the page. How up-to-date was the data in my last MRP refresh? Look at this timestamp. If I run an MRP refresh now, how up-to-date will my data be? Check this third timestamp. A forecast is a potential order. It lets you see supply needs and need dates as if it were an order. Based on your config settings, checking here either includes forecasts when you click refresh or with your next scheduled system allocation run. You can run an MRP refresh either in standard mode or in light mode. We recommend standard mode. Standard mode considers not just purchasing needs, but also the dates on which ordered parts will be received. Click refresh to run the MRP refresh. You will see messages like this while MRP is running. Once the MRP report pulls up, you can filter the results shown using any of the fields in the header. For example, you can search the report by vendor or by location. You can also click More options to see the full list of search fields. Once you've entered your search filters, click Submit. Let's say I want data about my part PRT1. I go to the appropriate line and I can see the quantity on order, the quantity on hand, and the available quantity, which here is -782. However, to get the most detailed and up-to-date information about that part, you'll want to check its part waterfall. To do that, click here. Click Activity Plus. Click Waterfall. The left-hand portion of the part waterfall displays demand data for this part, and the right-hand section displays supply data. We can see that, in location FO for this part, we start with a projected quantity on hand of 999. After a couple of orders, displayed on the left side because they are demand signals, we are left with 923 of this part for our projected quantity on hand. Then, on the 18th of October 2021, our projected QOH increases by 1 because of an internal work order. which is displayed on the right-hand side because it's a supply signal. Looking at all of the supply and demand data in Cetec for this part at this location, we see that, as of the 9th of February 2022, we will have 689 parts at location FO. Since part waterfalls are divided up by location, I need to check the part waterfall for each separate location where this part is located. I then have the option to create a purchasing quote, P quote, by clicking the blue button at the bottom right of the screen. Or I can return to the main MRP page and check the boxes next to the needed parts. I could even place an order for every part that exists on the MRP report, all at once, by clicking here. Once I've selected the right parts, I can choose to either add those parts to an existing P quote, or to create a new P quote for those parts. Then I fill in the vendor I want to use. I then click Add, Create P quote to either create my P quote or update my existing P quote. That's it. Now you know how to run MRP in Cetec and use it for purchasing decisions.